Now, reports coming to us from the northern Nigeria state of Kaduna say a number of students have been abducted from a secondary school. Bethel Baptist School, belonging to the Baptist Church, was attacked by armed men in the early hours of today, Monday. The chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria in Kaduna State, Reverend John Joseph Hayab, said there were around 180 students in the school and more than 20 have been accounted for so far. He says it's unclear whether all the remaining students have been abducted or some more have escaped. The police have yet to comment on the incident. A mother whose 15-year-old daughter is among those missing says the gunmen broke a fence down and came in through the back of the school in the early hours of Monday, which is today.
Well, let's go live now to Kaduna and listen into what's happening on ground.
Even as they come back home, you should also help us and notify us and give us the number of the name of the child so that we can put in our record for those that have been recovered. Here we have 26 that we are going to hand over to you right away. Let me call the names, and if you are the parent, please raise your hand. We have Jonathan Ayuba. Jonathan Ayuba, JSS2. Please come. Jonathan Ayuba. The second child is Jerry James. Jerry James. Kano State. JSS1. Where is the parent? Where is him? Where is the parent? Who says the parent? Kano State. Jerry James? Okay, go back. Go back. Go back. What about Jonathan? Has he been taken? No, he has been taken. Okay, Geoffrey Monday, Marabanrido. Geoffrey Monday, Marabanrido. Don't cry. Please, are the parents here? Geoffrey, no parents. Musa Paul. Musa Paul. Damba Burunku. Are the parents here? Musa Paul.
Looks like we're seeing what looks like a roll call. As someone who seems to be a school authority official seems to be trying to take stock of the students that are present, which suggests that some somehow escaped being kidnapped. So we're keen to know the actual figures of how many children. They say 180 were at the school. How many may have been, and hopefully by the end of this roll call, they'll have a clearer idea. But we know one parent said her daughter is missing.
This is heartbreaking to hear recurring incidents. It's a recurring decimal to have schools invaded by those who have now been termed as bandits, who never claim responsibility most times. And at a time when we still have students in captivity, those children as young as age 3 remain in captivity from Niger State abduction. We still have, unaccounted people who have been abducted in several states. What started from the northeastern part, which was the hotbed for the Boko Haram insurgency, has now spread to the northwest and north central. We're seeing all of this. But let's get more detail from our correspondent on ground. Nisi Gabriel is there in Kaduna. Nisi, bring us up to speed. What exactly happened here?
Hiya, this one. Nice to talk to you. Well, the early hours of this morning, around 1 a.m. in the morning, bandits came into this school, Bethel High School here in Kaduna State, and they abducted about 180 students. And security agencies engaged the bandits, and we heard about 2 security persons were shot. At the moment, we don't know if they were shot dead or they were injured. But what we know is that 2 security agencies were shot and they are in critical conditions. So far, what you can see here happening here is a roll call of students that were rescued by security operatives. We've been on ground since morning. Parents have been around the school all angry, and most of them looking frustrated. They're all gathered here to see if their loved ones, their children are among those that were rescued. From what we've gathered, we hear that from the 140 children that were kidnapped early this morning, only 28 have been rescued so far. From that 28, 2 are already united with their parents, and 26 are right here in this bus. And as you can see, a roll call is ongoing at the moment, whereby they will call the names of students, and the parents around will identify that, yes, this is my child, this is my son, this is my daughter. So that's what is going on at the moment. But as I speak to you here in this school, the atmosphere is really tense. Parents are angry, they are frustrated, and they are they are furious with the government of the day, saying, how long will this continue here in Kaduna?
Yes, Nisi, and understandably so. I mean, we understand that this is the 4th kidnapping in 6 months, and just to get the figures straight, I think we were told it's 180 students in the school, out of which you're saying about 28 have been recovered. And is it a mixed school? Because a lady spoke of her daughter being missing, and yet we see a boy there amongst the roll call.
Yes, it's a mixed school. And just to clarify what you said, clarify what I said earlier, 140 persons were kidnapped and only 28 have been rescued so far from the information we've gathered. And it's a mixed school, both boys and girls here in the school. So the roll call is ongoing at the moment, as I earlier said, and parents are waiting, hoping that others will be rescued and they will get more information from security agencies.
Well, Nisi, you paint a picture suggesting that there was a gun duel. We said security agents were shot. We do not know their conditions. What exactly happened? Was this a repel from the security agents? Were they security agents on ground in the school, or they were called in as backup? What was the school like before now?
Well, the school is along the Kaduna-Kachia road, just along the road. Before there's another school here called Faith Academy. Just after Faith Academy, you go up a little bit, there you see Bethel School. The school is along the highway, and if you look at the surroundings, it's actually prone to such kind of attack, because though it's fenced, but it's prone to such kind of attack, whereby the kidnappers can come and easily find their way out of this vicinity. Well, before now, we heard that those security agencies engaged in the gun duel. We're actually trying to repel this bandits' attack. But from what we gathered, the bandits came with sophisticated weapons, and they were able to overwhelm the troops on ground. So far, that's what we've heard. And before now, well, just as the Kaduna state government had always been saying, schools outskirts of town to try to relocate back to the metropolis. Well, Bethel is kind of outskirts of town, and it's prone to this kind of attack. And at the moment, the situation here is really tense, and parents are not finding it funny.
Okay, let's get a sense of the situation. Perhaps in Kaduna, can you help us understand if we're seeing an increasing number of attacks in Kaduna currently? And then to do with the state government, what is their position? We haven't heard a police statement yet, or have we? And then in regards to this particular incident, where you say it seems like a rescue operation is on the way, is it government-led? What exactly is going on currently in that regard?
Well, for the state government, as you know, the state government's position is they are not going to negotiate with bandits. That has been made clear. That has been certain right from the onset. But so far, they are on the trail of these bandits. They are working tirelessly to make sure that they rescue the students that have been that were kidnapped. As you can see, a little good news: 28 were rescued. But how sure are we that others will be rescued as well? Well, earlier in the day, on the streets, parents were protesting. They sat on the floor. They stopped motorists from moving from the left and from the right. So there was a huge gridlock along the Kaduna-Kachia road early this morning, and even up until now, before we were able to see the rescue students brought into the school premises. So before now, parents have been angry, expressing their grievance through protests, demonstrations, and they had confrontation with security agencies on ground, telling them that instead of you staying here, why don't you go after our children that have been kidnapped by these kidnappers, because it's pointless for you to be mounting guard on the school premises when our children are nowhere to be found. So those were the kind of agitations we witnessed, we saw here earlier in the day. And well, many of them are hopeful, and we are also hopeful that, yes, these security agencies are on the trail of these bandits, because before now, you never go 24 hours or 48 hours in Kaduna State without hearing an attack, either be it pockets of attack from any part of the local government area in the state. But Kaduna is becoming a hotspot, I must say, for bandits.
Well, Nisi Gabriel, thank you so much. Keep safe while you bring us those updates from Kaduna. Again, news just coming in, over 120 students have been kidnapped from another school belonging to the Baptist Church, the Bethel Baptist Church in Kaduna State, Northwest Nigeria. I'll bring you details as they unfold here on Arise News.